All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take. It's all brought to you by our great friends at Stanley Law Offices, Rosie's Corner, and Burton Ace Hardware. Alabama beats Georgia 41-24 in the SEC final tilt, and there's just no surprise here. I mean, we heard all year long about Georgia. It's their year. They got the quarterbacks, the best running game, the best defense. This is finally Kirby Smart getting over the hurdle of beating Nick Saban. On and on and on and on and on it went all year long, and I kept trying to tell people, even when Alabama lost to Texas A&M, I got to see it. I got to see it with my own eyes. Can Alabama actually lose on the big stage to Georgia? And all year long, I felt like Alabama was going to beat Georgia in the SEC game, even after they lost to Texas A&M, because of Nick Saban, because they're just so well prepared. There's three major takeaways from this game for me. Number one is the fact that Nick Saban has reestablished yet again why he's so good at what he does in terms of the preparation and the control of the game and getting his guys ready. Just absolutely remarkable. The second thing is big play Bama, right? I mean, that's a huge deal here. I mean, Alabama, when they needed the big play, they struck it. You know, they caught a Georgia in just a really, really open middle zone defense. And Georgia paid for it because Jamison Williams caught it for 67 yards. That was in the second quarter. And then Alabama had other big plays go on. I mean, what an unbelievable interception return by Jordan Battle in the fourth quarter. Jamison Williams had another TD from Bryce Young that was 55 yards. So big play Bama was out in full force. There's no doubt about that. And I think the third thing is to take away from this game, if you're a Georgia football fan, you've got to be just absolutely at the end of your rope. When is this ever going to end? I mean, I think that's really what the question is, because this Alabama team, while I think they're a very, very good team, I don't think this is a great all-time college team, all-time Bama team. I think it's a really, really good, close to great team. But this was the year where maybe you looked at it and said, there's some holes here. You know, you look at what A&M did there. You look at Alabama struggling, couldn't get the offense going a lot in an Iron Bowl rivalry game against Auburn. They were on the ropes there. Coulda, shoulda lost that game. They lost to A&M. You look at this team and you say, oh, this was the year. Well, fast forward now here to the first week of December, and here they are again at the top of the college football mountain as the champions of the SEC. Will Anderson Jr., I think, deserves to get invited to New York. In fact, I think this year is the year of the defensive player. I think when you look at, Aiden Hutchinson and you look at, Will Anderson Jr., these guys are just dynamic, unbelievable defensive players. Anderson Jr. had a sack, 6 tackles, 3 were solo. The Alabama defense was all over it. The Alabama coaching staff was prepared. Nick Saban does it again against one of his former assistants, and Alabama keeps on rolling, and they'll roll into the college football playoff. Georgia, we'll see if they get in after this loss. ML Sports Take here, brought to you by our great friends at Ken's Auto Detailing, Axe Exotic Pets, and the Vince Aguirre Consulting Group. Log on to vcgtransforms.com to become a better leader both personally and professionally. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.